I heard, by the way, I was watching some Sizz clips that popped up on the Reddit. I'm sure you guys, who's Garrett? He's French Garrett. It's like baguette, Garrett, baguette, Garrett. But yes, did you guys see? Press one in chat if you saw the two Twitch clips from Sizz channel. One where he was talking about the moment that they thought, or the moment that NRG knew they'd lost the grand final, and then also the one where he's talking about Turbopulsar and how he thinks it's ridiculous everybody's talking about him retiring. So yeah, those clips were really funny, but the one part that stood out to me was like him teaching people how to pronounce Ahmad, and I wanted to give some insight on that. I'm sure some of you will already know this, but the correct pronunciation of Ahmad is not Ahmad, it's more like Ahmad, but I don't say that when I'm casting because I don't want to be saying something different from my co-caster, so I just said Ahmad all weekend because it's easy for everybody to say that. But yeah, it's more like Ahmad. No kha, it's not Ahmad, it's just Ahmad, I think. Something like that. But I think Sizz was saying it's Ahmed, which I don't think is right at all. Sizz was telling everybody it's Ahmed. I don't think it's Med, I think it's Ahmad. But I'm probably saying it with more of a Scottish accent than you guys. I mean, I heard if any of you have watched the Sunless Khan video where he's talking about Sandrock, he doesn't say Ahmed, he says Ahmad. He doesn't say Med, he says Mad. And I know that there's different pronunciations in different parts of the world. I think the American pronunciation for Ahmed is Ahmed, and then in the Middle East it's Ahmad. So if you want to do it properly, I don't think Sizz is saying it right. I think it's supposed to be Mad, not Med. He's a madman, not a medman. Get it right, Sizz. People saying Turk is actually correct. So the whole like Turk, TRK, Turk situation, the Arabic casters say Turk. There's not really a Turk. It's more like Turk. You know, there's no vowel sound at all. Me and most of the EU like Rocket League scene just say TRK because that's been his name for like years. We've called him TRK for years now. And I will continue saying TRK because number one, I think it sounds cooler. So I'm just going to say TRK because it sounds way cooler than Turk. Not that Turk isn't a good name, but TRK is a phenomenal name. I think TRK is like a really, really good name to go by in the esports world. It's like top tier. It's also a much better name to like. I always imagine how is this going to sound if I'm trying to hype up this name when he scores a sick goal. Yelling TRK is a lot better than yelling Turk. I don't know. I can't imagine that sounding hype when you yell it. One syllable names are really, really hard to hype up compared to 2 or 3 syllable names. 2 or 3 syllable names are the sweet spot for casting. So that's one of the reasons that I'll continue saying TRK is because it sounds better in my opinion. It's a badass name. But the second reason why I'll continue saying it is because ages ago, before RLCS new season even started, before Middle East were even in RLCS, I remember I was in voice, I was talking to Civic on Discord, and I asked him specifically, I said, I've watched some Middle East tournaments, and I hear the casters saying Turk. Are we supposed to say Turk, or can we say TRK? And Civic said that he'd ask him, so he asked the team, he asked SRG, he asked TRK, and the response was that they don't mind, that we can say whatever we want, or that I can continue saying whatever I've been saying. So that's what I've been doing. I just keep saying TRK because got the go ahead to do that. So all good from what I can see to keep doing that. But yeah, I think they kind of troll him as well. From what I've heard, that the Sandro Gaming guys actually low-key troll him in comms. They don't even call him TRK or Turk. They call him Tarek. It's like the League of Legends champion Tarek. I think that's what they call him in comms. I don't know why. I don't know the full story behind that. But yeah, he's got like 4 names. None of them, as far as I know, are actually his real name. It's not. I don't think his real name's Tarek. So he's got like 5 names. And I don't know why they call him Tarek. But that's what I heard though. I've heard them call him Tarek. They're like, what? Wait, is Tarek actually his real name? His real name is Mohammed? Cloud9 Tarek? His real name's Mohammed? See, like, yeah. So there's a lot of chat. I feel like that, a lot of casters get hung up on pronouncing names absolutely perfectly and getting it right, but I've always my philosophy has always been I'm gonna say the name in as good sounding of a way as I can, and try and persuade the player to go with it. For example, Jorias versus Yoris. Obviously, Joria's name is Yoris in real life, but I didn't know that when I first casted him, so I called him Jorias because I just said it like I see it. And then he heard me casting him and saying Jorias, and he thought to himself, that actually sounds pretty cool. So now he wants to be called Jorias. He never thought Jorias when he made his name. He was thinking Yoris, but then he heard Jorias. Is like, actually, that sounds alright. Let's do that. So I genuinely, I'm not like people call me. Somebody call me stubborn because I don't want to stop saying his name like TRK. I just think it sounds better, man. I just want the best for them. I want them to sound cool. That's all. And yeah, that's one thing that when you cast a lot of Rocket League, you do think of that. Every time you see a player name, first thing you're thinking is, how's that going to sound? That's the first thing I'm thinking. You Got Green, thanks to the 3-month Prime. Welcome back to the channel. And also Hector19, thanks to the brand new Prime. Welcome to you. And you Delon, thanks to the 2-month Prime. I appreciate that. He says, if it were up to me, where would the next major be located? I mean, there's lots of places I'd love to see a Rocket League LAN. I'd love to see a Rocket League LAN in Sydney because I know the Aussies would go mental. I'd love to see a Rocket League LAN in France one day because the French Rocket League scene's huge. I'd love to see one in my home city, Glasgow, because that's where I live. I'd love to see another one in London because that was probably the best LAN that's ever happened. Would be really cool to see one in the Middle East because that's a new scene that's really, really big. Where else? I'd love to see one. Well, obviously, America or Canada. South America, yeah, hey, that would be pretty cool as well. But basically, I just want to go everywhere, man. I just want lands all over the place. So hopefully we get all those one day. Canada, Lanada. Yeah, we've already had Lanada in Montreal, but that wasn't an RLCS LAN, that was a DreamHack. It's still pretty cool though. Peeps are able to win that. It's a pretty well-known LAN. Poland. Yeah, Poland is a very good one. It's an easy one to slot LAN in. Whenever you're thinking of, running a LAN somewhere in the Rocket League world, you need to first figure out, does the word LAN fit into this place? If not, then you might need to look somewhere else, Landmark, Iceland, double LAN, Glasgow. Can I just throw in my own city, Glasgow, in there? New Zealand. Yep, excellent. You guys are on the right train of thought here. Atlanta, exactly. France. For some reason, whenever I've thought France, I've been thinking France, but France is even better, actually. France is phenomenal. Do you think Sandrock with Khaled will be better than Senzo? I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see, but the good thing for the Middle East is that they don't need to be better than Senzo. They just need to be the same. Milan, yep. Manhattan. Australia. No, it's not that good. Japan, yeah, Japan would be pretty cool as well. Los Angeles, we've done a couple of Los Angeles. LAN Cisco, okay. It's actually a lot of options here, so I hope Psyonix are present and taking notes because we've got a couple of really good ideas. Lantarctica, phenomenal. Yeah, a lot of these are top candidates in my opinion. Really good choices. Afghanistan. What about Afghanistan? They both work. Ireland. Double LAN and Ireland. Yeah, they both. That's got 2 options actually, doesn't it? Ruas and his brother are good in 3s. Yeah, didn't Ruas and his brother Kalirs, didn't they win a 3s tournament with Khaled the other day? I didn't watch it. I just saw some tweet. Did any other big Middle East teams play in that? Won a tourney with Khaled for 4K. Who played in that? Did Falcons play? Did the Ultimates play? The Ultimates played? Falcons? Oh wow. So basically everybody except Sandrock who were on a break after RLCS. Falcons with a sub? Who played for Falcons? They did beat Falcons and Ultimates. So Ultimates played with their full roster. top regions in Rocket League, in my opinion. Well, obviously, you've got EU, Middle East, SAM, OCE, APAC North, APAC South, Antarctica, Sub-Saharan Africa, and then maybe NA. Does a crowd background matter when choosing a map for casting? Yes, definitely. Especially when you're casting online, you need a crowd background, just as much ambience as possible. If Psyonix wanted me for a Rocket League event outside my expertise, freestyle sideswipe, would you want to do it? What do you mean outside my expertise? I've casted dozens of freestyles, dozens of freestyle 1v1s. I'd say I'm one of the most qualified. Well, I say I've got a decent resume for that, you know. Didn't Trap win the freestyle event again? I didn't watch it this time because I was busy. He did. Johnny took that personally. Nah, I'm not actually offended. I'm really happy to see the freestyle events doing well. And I think they had more judges this time, which was something that I was suggesting. Oh, Rattles was a judge. That's right, wasn't he? Rattles was a judge. Johnny, please go on First Touch to roast NA some more. When's First Touch? They haven't asked me, so I imagine that they don't want me the first one back. I don't know if Teammates and Roll Days are ready to have me in a public voice call with them. I don't know if they've fully recovered after the devastating blow that they took. Imagine like genuinely believing as much as they did that North America is just the best region. Like imagine what that's like. It's tough. Like I feel bad for them because they truly believed that NA was just the best region by miles. Like I don't know what it's like to think that, but I imagine it must suck when you really believe something that hard and then you just get proved without a shadow of a doubt that you were wrong. Like that's gonna take a while to come back from, you know. I was feeling it was a great LAN for me because I was just like happy the entire time. We had Middle East doing well. We had the, you know, EU play style. Just it turned out to be exactly as I expected, and yeah, a lot of my really big predictions just ended up being right. So I was well chuffed, man. Everybody was like furious because I was probably insufferable. I was like, well, would you look at that? EU wins again. Just walking about the Swedish studio, the RLCS studio in Sweden with a grin underneath my mask, and people are like, oh my goodness, Johnny's so happy right now. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's a bit far. How is it a bit far? EU's got more top 8s. They had a better record against minor regions. They had a better head-to-head record. They won the event. Like, there's absolutely no doubt that EU's better right now. I say right now because next event NA might win. So right now though, you can't deny it. Reddit and Twitter were hurt that I thought SRG would be top 8. Yeah, so many people were saying that SRG is like guaranteed 15th, and I'm like, these people need to stick to their day jobs, man. Like, what are they doing? Like, how can you look at the way they play? How can you look at the players mechanically and think that they're 15th? What? It's crazy to me. Am I going to be watching the Monaco tournament? Isn't that on Sunday, I think? I think they're just doing the whole thing on Sunday. But yeah, I'll probably try and tune into that. Toffee_D, thanks for the 2-year tier 1. Welcome back. And also GG Walrus with the 4-month Prime. Welcome back to you. And welcome to the brand new Prime subs, Zedroy58 and Calypso. Appreciate you guys. Love the overall casting. You're so hyped and you said show me a better pass, you won't find one. Yeah, I was pretty happy with that call because looking back on things like that, you know, when you make a really bold statement like that during a cast, you will always wonder to yourself, was that a little bit too extreme? Did I maybe exaggerate? But nah, actually looking back at that one, I'm pretty confident that was the best pass of the weekend. So, turned out pretty good. Mogul Mog and Mardinho, thank you as well for the brand new primes. I appreciate that. Still though, like the two I think are mine and Shogun's favorite moment of the weekend was when Ahmad made the crazy save against G2, and then we both we're just like so surprised that we thought it was a goal, and we just like were so hyped that he'd saved it. And we sounded, Shogun had a good point. He tweeted out that we sounded like the Scott Sterling commentators. Do you guys know the Scott Sterling YouTube video? Type one in chat if you've seen that, where the commentators are just perfectly in sync because it's scripted. Like all the commentary in that video is obviously scripted, so the synchronized commentary is really good. But we were pretty like in sync, no script. So it was quite funny to have a. We've got a clip that sounds like that, but we were doing it improvised, which is that was really fun. It's good to get our first cast back after 2 years. Well, first RLCS cast on LAN ever, first big LAN cast back after 2 years, and game 3 we're that in sync. We were feeling pretty good about that. Sounded insanely happy after Ahmad scored the 0-second winner. Loved the passion. Oh, I was like delighted for them. Absolutely delighted for them because they've waited so long. I mean, the story was unreal, and it was such a scripted goal. I was watching a lot of reactions to it. I saw Rettel's reaction. I believe he said that he thinks that might be the best series-winning goal that he's ever seen on a LAN. And I was thinking about that. I was thinking to myself, is that the best series-winning goal? And to be honest, I can't think of a better one. So he might be right. He might actually be right. That could be the best series-winning goal that has ever happened on LAN. Could be. Sandrock had a ton of new fans. Yeah, Sandrock definitely a popular team. They were already a popular team. Now they're even more so.